So today the ANC in Soweto invited government to that Business Imbizo to discuss tensions between the local and foreign shop owners. You'll remember many shop owners fled Soweto following violent clashes at the end of last month that claimed the lives of 3 people in White City and surrounding areas. Locals had looted shops and attacked foreign businesses. That meeting at Orlando Communal Hall, as we said earlier, descending into chaos. To discuss, we're joined by Stan Itshegetseng, who is an ANC community leader who's been engaging with local and foreign shop owners. I hope that was an acceptable pronunciation of your surname. Thank you for being with us, Stan. Good. So let's clarify. So you called government to hear the complaints of local shop owners?
Yes. Basically, last week we had a meeting with local shop owners, of course, from the backdrop of the fact that there was looting, there was chaos.
There was death even.
There was death even. That related to the scourge of what is seen as a problem of foreign business invading informal businesses in and around Soweto.
Why did the shop owners walk out today? Why did it end in chaos?
Well, technically, from the meeting that we had last week with the shop owners, there were agreements. And the agreements was that they were interested, one, in addressing the issue of foreign business, continuing to do business in Soweto. And there was also an agreement that the government would come in and address some of the issues, if not all of them. Important ones was that those people who were landlords to foreign-owned business, who are earning already from them through rent and so forth, how then would government assist them? And we should come up with a way of them being given stock, either as a loan or as a once-off boost into the economy, and then they are able to run those spaza shops or the shops
themselves. What you're talking about is a takeover of somebody else's business, basically. So they've been chased out of Soweto, and now government is being asked to look after the people who are left with the empty shops, who are locals.
No, takeover is not an appropriate word. Let's explain the following. There is a contract of a landlord. The person has property, and he allows somebody to come in and be a merchant in his or her property. The person is out of the area. There is a need to give that service, which is a trade service. Now, what's saying here, if there is a problem that is coming in from the community, that they are not happy with this sort of business, how then do you assist those people who are earning a living from these foreign-owned business, doing business in the community? And also there is an issue of the legality or illegality of that particular business. Because you see, an informal trade business could have been a problem that we had created ourselves, because spaza shops by their very nature are informal businesses. And you must also balance the equation between what is a formal business that is also swallowing and killing a standing business in the specific area.
Okay, all of this aside, the fact is, government, I don't hear government or the ANC condemning what happened, which was looting, robbing, and the murder of some foreign nationals in our democracy. And it sounds like Soweto now, it's being accepted that parts can become a no-go area. We'll just support the local people affected.
No, I don't think that is the correct posture. Before we had a meeting with the locals, we had first the meeting with the foreign business nationals. We have an agreement.
Where are they now, Stan? Where are the foreign nationals?
Well, it's an issue that also caused the collapse of the meeting, because some of them, even before we resolve the problem, are already moving back into Soweto, moving back in their areas of business, and have opened business.
Are they being allowed to move back?
Well, of course, because there is nothing flaring up, it means there are areas where they are operating. You know, this issue of foreign nationals, and it's an elephant in the room that we cannot avoid. Every time there is a situation, it keeps coming back. These businesses are being closed, these businesses are being looted, there is fighting, there is killings. Now, as a ruling party at the African National Congress, we cannot allow a situation like that without really addressing it. And what we wanted to do was have a meeting with them and say, how do we partner with local business? Because though we're encouraging foreign direct investment to come into the country. This foreign direct investment must be able to create an employment for our people, because I'm not calling it...
So you mean we only let people be free in this country as foreign nationals if they meet our conditions?
No. The freedom of the people is not at question here. We're addressing an issue of businesses. Some of those businesses are being run by people that, in terms of the laws of the country, should not necessarily be run by those people. Let me give you a scenario.
There are local and foreign-owned shops that are not meeting our laws. I accept that.
Yes.
My final question is, we're going to follow what happens, but as the ANC, don't you think you, your party and government officials who were there, but I'm asking you in your capacity as an ANC member and official, should be strongly condemning what happened to those foreign nationals? Should not be talking about support of locals, but should be focusing on the fact that their freedom of movement, that their freedom to life, their right to life in this country should be respected?
No. We've always emphasized on the particular part. In fact, we still do. That is why the first people we met were the foreign nationals themselves, because there was a crisis situation. We needed to deal with them. We needed to talk to them. We needed to also give them an assurance of the safety within the country. But then we can't only talk to foreign nationals, because we've got citizens in this country who say, but you guys are talking to these people and not talking to us. And the first meeting that we had was last week with them. In it, we then said there are sticky issues that we need to address with government departments. And the meeting today was aimed at answering those particular questions. And the issue that going forward, there was supposed to be another follow-up meetings that are going to have jointly with both our local businesses and the foreign nationals as well, to be able to move forward. You know, must be able to listen to both in order for us to be able to resolve issues here. And
nothing was resolved and we've run out of time. When will the next meeting be? What happens now?
Well, we're trying to speedily reconvene. We're calling all the sector heads, and we're going to have a meeting sometimes next week. Once we've agreed with them on a date, because the meeting is to address the concerns not only of the foreign nationals but also of the community of Soweto. Because honestly speaking, if you are running a business, legitimate or not legitimate, coming to an area and the people that are supposed to be your customers are having a problem with you, and the problem results to looting, we need to create a situation of stability within that particular environment. And ours is to create stability, and ours is to work with both foreign nationals and our people, but also to legalize all businesses that are coming into the area, because this is first caused by the fact that there seems to be unwritten rules of how you go about doing business, and it's like a free-for-all in create a situation.
All right,
yes.
We'll have to leave it there.
And also the other thing,
Stan, we have to leave it there, but we'll follow what happens at next week's meeting. The SABC will be on top of that, because still no resolution after that meeting today ended when some of the shop owners walked out. That was ANC community leader in Soweto, Stan Itshegetseng.